I've just left Santa Maria del Cedro behind me and now I'm heading south toward Grisolia. Grisolia is divided into Grisolia Lido, Grisolia Scalo and the historic center above, perched 465 meters above sea level. Grisolia Lido lies along the Tyrrhenian coast of Calabria on the Riviera dei Cedri, the main seaside area of the municipality. The beach stretches for nearly 2 kilometers in a long straight line, offering both well-equipped sections and quieter, less crowded spots. The shoreline is made of fine, compact sand, dark grey in color, typical of this spot of Calabria. The seabed is shallow and gently sloping, ideal for families and safe swimming. The sea is usually clean and clear, shifting from green to deep blue on calm days. During summer, Grisolia Lido comes alive with beach resorts, seaside bars and restaurants, wide public beach areas, and easy access from Grisolia Marina. It's December now, far from the crowds of July and August. Life here moves slowly, peacefully, following a different rhythm. The beach is empty, open, and feels like it's all for yourself. Perfect for a quiet walk and for breathing in the fresh sea air. The sound of the waves becomes clearer, uninterrupted, and every step on the sand feels lighter. With fewer people around, the landscape reveals its true character, simple, calm, and authentic. It's a moment to disconnect, to reflect, and to enjoy the coast in its most genuine form. As I approach the entrance to the beach, you can already see how wide and open it is. To my left, the island of Cirella comes into view, part of the town of Diamante. And to my right, looking north, the coastline continues towards Santa Maria del Cedro and Scalea.
Leaving the beach and heading to Grisolia Scalo.
As I make my way toward Grisolia Scalo from the SS18, the road winds along the coast, offering glimpses of the sea and the surrounding hills. You might notice that in some parts I've slightly increased my driving speed. That isn't real because the road has many speed bumps and curves that would normally slow us down quite a bit. Grisolia Scalo is the most recent settlement of the municipality, located closer to the sea than the historic hilltop town. It developed around the railway station Grisolia Santa Maria, where local trains connect you to the towns along the Riviera dei Cedri. Today, it's the center of modern life in Grisolia at a lower elevation than the old historic center. Walking or driving through the area, you see everyday services and shops that serve both locals and visitors. There's a Conad City supermarket for groceries and essentials, Bar Aurora, a classic Italian bar perfect for a coffee break. For home improvement and DIY needs, Bricogorifer offers tools, gardening supplies, and much more. Another important service in the area is Perrone Service, which provides a full range of automotive services, including mechanical repairs, complete vehicle checkups, inspections, tire services, car washing inside and out, and even car rentals. It's a hub for anyone traveling through or living in Grisolia Scalo. There's also a tourist info point where you can get guidance about the area and local attractions. The streets are lively yet calm, giving a sense of community. You can see people stopping at the shops, chatting in the squares, and going about their daily routines. Unlike the historic hilltop town, Grisolia Scalo has a more modern feel, with shops and facilities conveniently gathered in one area. Driving here from the main road, you start to feel how Grisolia Scalo connects the hilltop town with the coast, serving as both a commercial hub and a gateway for visitors. The area is easy to navigate, and its proximity to the beach makes it perfect for combining everyday life with leisure. It's a place where old and new meet. The railway station that gave it life decades ago still stands as a reminder of its origins, while the shops, cafes, and local facilities keep the area vibrant and functional today. Even if the road has its curves and bumps, Grisolia Scalo welcomes you with open streets and a relaxed, everyday rhythm, showing a different side of life in Calabria, where modern convenience meets a peaceful coastal atmosphere. And now I arrived in front of the Grisolia Santa Maria train station. Right here you'll also find the municipal police. Just a moment ago, the Frecciarossa, the high-speed train, passed through. A quick reminder, all major trains actually stop in Scalea or Paola. Along the road leading up to the historic center of Grisolia, there are bus stops with regular services that connect the area and the old town, making it easy to reach both the hilltop town and the coast. I'm now heading toward the Villa Comunale of Grisolia Scalo, passing by more bars and a local pharmacy. In Italy, bars are more than just coffee stops. They where the day begins with a quick espresso in hand. Another thing to notice is how well the buildings are maintained. In this area, you'll find many villas and independent houses, many with stunning sea views. Prices are generally more affordable than in other towns, and even in summer you can still drive around without getting stuck in long lines or crowded streets. When it comes to healthcare, the nearest hospital is in Belvedere Marittimo, complete with an emergency room. There's also the Casa di Cura Cascini, located in the historic center of Belvedere Marittimo, providing additional medical care for the area. It's about a 20-minute drive from Grisolia Scalo and roughly 30 minutes from the historic center of Grisolia. The Villa Comunale in Grisolia Scalo is a much-loved green space, perfect for a peaceful walk, enjoying quiet moments and taking in views of the sea. It offers a serene oasis in the heart of this coastal town, ideal for families. In short, it's a green lung and meeting point for the community, a place to enjoy the scenery and the rhythm of local life. La Piazzetta of Grisolia Scalo is a central meeting point for the community and one of the liveliest spots in town. It's often used for summer events and local festivals, celebrating traditions that highlight typical products of the area, such as the famous cedar fruit, connecting faith, nature, and history. The main active church in Grisolia Scalo is not a medieval historic church, but the parish church dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary of Mount Carmel. It serves the local community living in the Scalo area and plays an important role in daily religious life. One of the most significant celebrations here is the Feast of the Blessed Virgin Mary of Mount Carmel, held every July, usually between the 7th and the 16th. During this time, the parish comes together for processions, masses, prayers, and community events, keeping local traditions and faith very much alive. Now the road leads upward as I make my way toward the historic center of Grisolia, a dense and fascinating maze of narrow alleys, stairways, arches, and hidden passages. Grisolia occupies a truly distinctive geographical position. The historic village is perched on a rugged rocky outcrop, with Mount Carpinoso and Mount Cozzo Pellegrino rising in the background. Across from it lies the town of Maiera, separated by a deep valley carved by the Vacuta stream, which flows between natural stone banks, shaping the landscape below. Known today as a seaside destination along the Riviera dei Cedri, Grisolia extends far beyond the coast. Its territory reaches all the way to the slopes of the Pollino National Park, embracing an extraordinary variety of landscapes, from long stretches of beach to rugged mountain terrain, ideal for nature lovers and outdoor excursions. In the Monte area stands one of Grisolia's most remarkable natural landmarks, the Castagno del Saladrone, considered by some experts to be the oldest chestnut tree in Europe. Its size is so immense that even 10 men with outstretched arms would not be enough to encircle its trunk. It stands as a living monument, bearing silent witness to centuries of history. The village unfolds through countless lanes, each different in width and length, creating an atmosphere that feels both intimate and timeless. Walking through the streets, houses lean against one another, evoking the compact layout typical of medieval settlements. One of the most distinctive architectural features of the old town is the supporto, known in the local dialect as sportu. These covered passages were created by building houses directly against each other, serving both structural and aesthetic purposes. Among the most impressive examples are o Sporto do Mulino, which during the communal era marked one of the main entrances to the village, the Sporto of Via Sotto le Mura, Via Caffallaro, and Via Chiesa, which leads toward the sanctuary of Saint Rocco. Traditional clay roof tiles, known locally as ceramili, dominate the rooftops of the historic center. Their widespread use is so characteristic that they have become a defining feature of local building traditions. Noble palaces scattered throughout the village still preserve elegant decorative elements, especially around portals, balconies, and windows. Many lintels bear carved initials or family crests, subtle reminders of the families who once shaped the town's history. Grisolia's past reaches back even further through archaeological discoveries. In the cave of San Michele, located in the Serra area, fragments of storage vessels and a square stone block engraved with mysterious, undecipherable symbols have been uncovered. These findings, dated between the Neolithic period and the Second Iron Age, represent the earliest known traces of human presence in this territory. The ruins of the monastery of San Nicola, along with several rock-cut caves, suggest the presence of Basilian monks in the area. It is believed that the cave of San Michele may have been used by ascetics traveling along an ancient route that once connected the Tyrrhenian Sea to the Ionian Sea. All of this makes Grisolia more than just a village. It is a place where nature, architecture, and history are deeply intertwined, offering a journey through time set within one of Calabria's most evocative landscapes. And now we're entering the historic center of Grisolia. This is the oldest part of the town where history, tradition, and everyday life come together. Continuing our walk, we find the post office, the pharmacy, and so typical of historic town centers, a street vendor with fresh local produce. On August 10, 2025, on the occasion of the bicentenary of the historic devotion to Saint Rocco, the town of Grisolia inaugurated a new statue dedicated to the saint, created by the artist Fulvio Longo. In the heart of Grisolia, La Pietra d'Oro is where traditions meet flavor. Authentic Calabrian dishes, local ingredients, and a warm atmosphere, all paired with a stunning view that makes the experience truly unforgettable. And now we're about to discover the look and feel of the historic center of Grisolia. Archaeological evidence in the territory around Grisolia shows that humans have been present since prehistoric times. Coins, burial cases, and other artifacts dating back as far as 1300 before Christ point to the presence of early Italic tribes, such as the Enotrians, Brutians, and Lucanians. These findings suggest that Grisolia was already an important economic and strategic center long before Roman times. The origins of the settlement's name are debated. It may derive from the Greek chrysolia or the Latin chrysina, both meaning gold, perhaps a reference to fertile soil, or possibly historical gold deposits. During Roman times and afterward, the area's location on high cliffs above the Vacuta Valley made it strategically important. Over the centuries, Grisolia was influenced by Greek, Roman, Byzantine, and Lombard cultures before transitioning into the medieval period. By the early Middle Ages, a Basilian monastic community from the Mercurian region played a key role in the early development of Grisolia at the top of the hill. Religious sites such as the Cave of San Michele and the Monastery of San Nicola became spiritual and cultural hubs in the Byzantine era. After the year 1000 Anno Domini, the settlement grew under the Normans and passed through various feudal dominions during the Middle Ages and Renaissance. From as early as the 14th century, Grisolia was under the control of different noble families, reflecting the fragmented political landscape of southern Italy until the abolition of feudalism in 1806. The historic town centre is a product of this medieval evolution, built on a steep rocky spur overlooking the valley, designed for both defence and community living. The core developed in the typical medieval style, stretching linearly along the crest of the ridge. Narrow alleys and stairways form a near labyrinth, with houses built closely together and connected by arch-supported covered passages called sporti, as said before. These not only saved space, but also helped stabilize buildings on uneven terrain, giving the historic center its distinctly medieval character. At the back of the Santuario di San Rocco da Montpellier, perched at the highest point of Grisolia's medieval town centre, lies the crypt, accessible both from inside the church and directly from the outside. It has long served an important liturgical role, perhaps for private devotion, burial, or the veneration of sacred objects. Devotion to San Rocco in Grisolia is ancient and deeply rooted. According to local tradition, during a serious epidemic in the early 1800s, the townspeople invoked San Rocco, and his intercession was credited with stopping the outbreak. This enduring faith has cemented San Rocco's central role in the sanctuary and continues to inspire reverence for his relics and representations to this day. At the top of Grisolia's historic centre stands the Church of San Rocco of Montpellier, now a sanctuary dedicated to Our Lady of Grace. Dating back to the year 1000, it follows a Latin cross layout and houses sacred furnishings of great historical and artistic value, including a wooden baptistery from 1710 and the statue of Saint Rocco of Montpellier from 1907. Declared a diocesan sanctuary in 1995, the church is now beautifully decorated for December with a traditional nativity scene, adding a festive and spiritual charm to this historic site. In Grisolia, the ricordini of San Rocco are deeply tied to the town's historic devotion to the saint, protector against epidemics, especially following the smallpox outbreak of 1825. This veneration is expressed through statues, processions on August 16th, popular traditions such as women walking barefoot, and the sanctuary dedicated to him. San Rocco has become a powerful symbol of faith and community, celebrated even during the recent bicentennial of devotion with cultural and musical events, reinforcing his role as a central point of reference for the town. Now I'm making my way toward Piazza San Rocco, where the main entrance of the Church of San Rocco di Montpellier is located. From here we can admire another stunning view of Grisolia, rooftops, hills, and the landscape below coming together in a timeless panorama. Leaving Piazza San Rocco behind, I start making my way down toward another lookout point. The ancient stone pathways, known as vico, curve gently through the town, narrow and worn smooth by generations. Every step feels grounded in the past. Tall stone buildings line the route, standing close together as if protecting the street below. Weathered walls, hidden staircases, and small architectural details appear along the way, creating a strong sense of place. As the path opens up, the village slowly gives way to another breathtaking view, revealing Grisolia from a new and unexpected angle. Here we find the lounge bar Il Panorama, a versatile local spot offering gelato, coffee, cocktails, freshly baked pastries, and sandwiches. Located along Via Sotto le Mura, it features a comfortable air-conditioned setting and is appreciated for its convenient location and wide range of services. Il Panorama has become a local point of reference for breakfast, quick breaks, and evening aperitifs. As I walk through Piazza Piana, I pass a small shop selling handmade products, a central bar, the town hall, the local police station, and a florist, all gathered around a central fountain. Piazza Piana is one of the most open and welcoming spaces in Grisolia's historic center. Unlike the narrow streets that surround it, this square feels spacious and relaxed, offering a place where daily life naturally comes together. It has long been a meeting point for locals, where people stop to talk, children play, and community events take place. Surrounded by traditional buildings and framed by the rhythms of everyday village life, Piazza Piana reflects the social heart of Grisolia. The murals of Grisolia, created mainly by the artist Antonino Perrotta, are inspired by Italian music and celebrate iconic figures and themes from the country's musical culture. Among them is a portrait of Vasco Rossi, a symbol of Italian rock and personal freedom, chosen for his powerful cultural impact. Another mural is inspired by the cover of Terroni by Pino Aprile, depicting an upside-down map of Italy. This work connects music to southern Italy, its history and its stories, linking artistic expression to the identity of the South. Along Via Roma, the path opens to yet another stunning view. It's one of those moments where Grisolia unfolds naturally, blending stone, sky, and history into a single frame. Piazza Sant'Antonio in Grisolia is best known for the Church of Sant'Antonio da Padova, one of the town's historic places of worship. Dating back to the 14th century and enriched by changes over time, the church is an important landmark of the historic center. The Church of Sant'Antonio, dedicated to the town's patron saint, was likely built by Capuchin friars using the local Grisolia stone, known for its warm golden veining. Unlike other buildings, it stands outside the old village walls. Over the centuries, the church has undergone several restorations, yet it still preserves its ancient entrance portal, adorned with a large lunette featuring Sant'Antonio. The interiors are not lavishly decorated in the Baroque style, yet they convey a profound sense of reflection and devotion, with a design that emphasizes spirituality over grandeur. Inside, visitors can find paintings and statues dedicated to Sant'Antonio of Padua and other saints, enhancing the visual and spiritual experience for worshippers and tourists alike. Among these works is a sacred image of Saint Lucia, donated to the church, which enriches the parish's artistic heritage. And during December, the church adds a festive touch with a beautifully displayed native scene, bringing the history and traditions of Grisolia to life. Just here in the piazza, the war memorial stands as a solemn reminder of those who gave their lives in service to Italy. On November 4th, Italy honors all who have served and continue to serve the homeland with dedication, commitment, and sacrifice, upholding the values of freedom, democracy, and solidarity that form the foundation of our republic. The square is welcoming, with a small playground where children can play, making it a true gathering place for locals. Grisolia also honors Padre Pio with a dedicated statue reflecting the deep devotion the community has for him. That's it for today's tour of Grisolia. See you in my next video.